Welcome, welcome. Namaste. Do we have more chairs? More chairs in the back? Thank you. Thank you. Hi, no crowding. Yeah, no shoving, please. There's plenty of room. Before we get started, has everyone had a chance to? Oh, thank you. Everyone? I don't think I saw you. Oh, yes. My name is Dan, and this is my Satsang. Thank you for coming. As you may know, a Satsang is a meeting in the truth. Tonight we are meeting to speak about the truth. Lao Tzu in the Tao Te Ching said, "The Tao that can be spoken of is not the true Tao." Keeping that in mind, for the next 2 to 3 hours, we will be talking about non-duality and Advaita and spirituality and enlightenment. Now, the way that I work is I like to have people come up and sit at my feet and ask questions, and that way I can express my views. I don't like to just sit up here and talk. So, does anyone have any questions? Yes, you, sir. Come, please. Come. Yes. What's your question?
Yes, Mr. Guru, sir. I have a question. I'm able to stop my egoic thoughts for short periods of time, but when they come back, how can I dwell in a permanent state of awareness?
Well, okay then. Let me take that conceptual stew that you just offered up and let me spice it up with a few thoughts of my own. Now, the goal of spiritual seeking is to dwell and rest in awareness, because awareness is what we truly are. So throughout the course of the day, when you have time, such as when you're waiting for an elevator or maybe you're stuck in traffic, if you can just pause and rest in awareness for 2 to 3 seconds, then eventually you will directly experience the presence that you are. Okay, I think that's good. Let me just set this aside to simmer for a while here. Okay. Yes, thank you. Anyone else? Any other questions?
Yes, I have a question. Do you dream at night?
Do I dream at night? Well, let me bring in this fan to get the swirl going about the concept of dreaming. Now you see, because I dwell in the Absolute permanently, and therefore I do not repress any thoughts, and no thoughts arise that need to be worked out at nighttime, I no longer dream. So my night is filled with a deep, blissful, restful awareness. Let's get that swirl going now. Let me turn that down a bit so the swirl isn't distracting us. Yes, thank you, thank you. Are there any other questions? Any other? Yeah, sir, please come at my feet, yes.
My question is, there's a Brahman, with a capital B, and then there's like, the big self that has like capital S, and then there's the small self that has like a small s, and there's like an absolute, and then you've got the relative, and then can you talk more about that?
Yes, certainly. And while I'm speaking of that, let me offer some dangly toys for your mind. Now, you see, the absolute with a capital A is the goal of all spiritual seeking, dwelling in the absolute. Now, we tend to live our lives in the small self with a small s, which is living the life of the relative, of the mundane, where you're working and having relationships and making money. Now, if you are able to pause and rest in awareness for 2 to 3 seconds throughout the day, you will eventually abide in the big S self and no longer have to deal with the mundane realities of the relative world and the small s self. Now, let me expound on a few of these concepts and thoughts further. Yada, 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 blah, 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 yak, 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 blah, 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 yada, 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 yak, yak, yak.